Last month I spent $676.27 on ads. The question is, was it worth it? And more importantly, is it worth you spending your time and money on Amazon ads to promote your books and get more sales? If that's a question you want answering, then make sure you watch the whole video. Now, if you've not been here before, my name's Marles. I do videos on how to make it, keep it, grow it. That's your money I'm talking about. And if you do like videos like that, then please do give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I produce more videos like this. Now you notice a different background. That's because I'm sort of changing around the studio, aka the living room a bit, and just experimenting with different lighting, different backgrounds. And I've also actually moved my desk to a different part of the boat. So, October 2020, $676.20 spent on Amazon ads, which equated to a sale of 322 books, which means the income from those ads was $611.80, which actually meant I made a loss on those ads of $64.47. So I should stop the ads, right? I made a loss. Well, actually, no, because that's not the full picture, and we need to look at it in a little bit more depth. So, if we look at the sales of these two books on the KDP dashboard, we can see that one made $775.20 and the other made $233.70. Now that's income to me. That's the royalties. That's total profit. So the total income actually from those two books was $1,008.90, which was equivalent to sales of 531 books. So actually, I made an extra 209 sales of books on top of the Amazon ads. Now, where do those sales come from? Well, they come from organic sales. Paul, what are organic sales? Well, when your book is on Amazon and someone types into the search bar looking for something, maybe mileage logbook, or graph paper book, whatever, you get a list of books appearing. And those books are ranked. You know, you've got your number one position and it goes all the way down on the first page and can go all the way to sort of 27, 100 pages in, whatever. And that's called the organic ranking. So the higher you're up on the ranking, the better. It means that more people see your book. So ideally, you want to be on the first page at number one position. So when someone types in that keyword, your book appears at number one. Now people tend to browse when they're on Amazon. So if you can get onto that first page, the better. But higher up, even more better. So when someone clicks on your book that's not a sponsored ad and you make a sale, that's called an organic sale. So from running these ads, I made organic sales of 209. Now, prior to me starting this campaign, I wasn't making any sales at all. So all the sales I've got from these books arise from running the ad campaign. Now, what normally happens is you run an ad campaign, you hopefully make sales, and you hopefully get reviews on your book. And because of those sales, because of the reviews, and because of the keyword relevancy that your book develops for certain keywords, your book then starts to move up the Amazon rankings. And hopefully, high enough, you start to make these organic sales as well. And the perfect scenario is most of your sales will be these organic sales because you're not having to spend money on ads. So I made 209 organic sales. And so my total income from these two books for organic sales was $397.10. So my overall profit actually on this campaign was $332.63. So in fact, I hadn't made a loss this month on those two books. I'd actually made a profit. Now, if we look at the return on investment, the one book that brought in an income of $775.20, the return on investment on that campaign was 61.8%. On the other campaign, the return on investment was 18.53%. And the reason for that was because that particular book, its ranking was hovering around the 9 to 13 mark. It varies. Sometimes it disappears. I don't know quite why, and then returns again a couple of days later. So it wasn't making as many organic sales as the other book, which has remained at number 3 at the moment. So overall, the return on investment from running these ads was 49.18%, which I think is pretty good. In fact, I think that's excellent compared to when I was running my Amazon FBA business, which was selling kids' toys. The return on investment was pretty small. It was around about 5 to 10%, which means you get a couple of returns from customers and that wipes out your profit. So compared to that, this is pretty good. And remember, it doesn't require a lot of work from you. You're not having to hold on to these books. You're not having to send out these books yourself. It's just off assets that you've loaded up onto Amazon and that are just, selling each month without very little input of work. So that's pretty good. So the question, is it worth you running ads? I think that's a definite yes. However, there are a few caveats to that. You've got to monitor those ads to make sure that your losses aren't too big. And that's all going to come down to the pricing of your book, the keywords you use, the competition in that particular niche, the cover design, the description. I go through all this in other videos that I've done on ads, and if you check out my playlist on Amazon ads, you'll see some videos there that start really from the beginning, running auto ads, all the way up through to manual ads and how to tweak those ads to try and make a profit. If you're getting benefit from this video so far and getting some good value, then please do give it a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps get this face in front of more people. Okay, you may not want to give it a thumbs up, but these particular combination of ads, we've made a profit. So where would I normally go from this? Well, there's a couple of options. One, I could stop the ads altogether and see if I can just make those organic sales. Now, the book that's selling the most, that ranks at number 3, that might be a feasible prospect, because if it ranks at number 3 and it stays at number 3, then most of the profit I'm currently making from that, from the organic sales, will continue. And so I won't need the ads just to keep that book there. However, having said that, the book currently has, I think it's around about, it's a mid-20s to high 20s reviews. And it's obviously got a good sales history, but it's in quite a competitive niche. So I want to actually continue running the ads, as I'm not making much of a loss on the ads, so that I can get more sales, more reviews, so that when I do eventually stop the ads, it's got more strength. The other campaign that hovers around the 9 to 15 mark on the ranking, or 9 to 13 mark, I'm going to keep running those ads because the organic sales aren't particularly huge at the moment. And I think there's good potential if I can keep getting those sales and bring in some reviews. It's only got a few at the moment, that I can get that ranking higher. And I think I can get it to stick at a higher ranking when I eventually stop those ads. So what else could I do with the ads if I'm going to continue running them? Well, one of the options is, as I'm not really making much of a loss on the ads, I can tweak them a bit, use some negative keyword targeting to get rid of those keywords that are actually making me a bigger loss. And then I can look at things like my ad spend. So if I can increase my ad spend, get more of those sales from ads, again, that will help with my sales history and getting those reviews and hopefully helping with the ranking, and also increasing the bid price as well. I normally start off with low bid prices, around about the 20 cents. And if I'm finding that the ACOS level, which for this book, the break-even mark is around 28%. Again, if these figures mean nothing to you, check out my Amazon ads playlist. If it remains about that level, then I will increase the bid price spend so that my book will appear in better positions in the sponsored listings. Again, ideally in those first few listings on the first page. And if I don't make a loss on those higher bid prices, then I can keep that, and again, hopefully it translates into more sales, more strength for the book, and get those higher organic rankings. So overall, the ad campaign in October, or the 2 campaigns, were a success. Yes, I think it's definitely worth running ads on your books, particularly to get those organic sales. And if it's something you're interested in doing, give it a try. Start with low bid prices of 20 cents. Start with low daily budgets of $5. Keep a close eye on them. You don't want them running away with you. I haven't found that any of mine have actually run away. I mean, the maximum sales you're going to get from these books is not going to be huge unless you're really going for those big niches like, you know, particularly like colouring books. So you should be okay to go on those, but again, keep a close eye on them. Don't let your spend run away, and do the similar analysis of what I've done on mine to see if you're getting those organic sales, and monitor the ranking, because you want that organic ranking. So that's it for today. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. But make sure you do hit the subscribe button, smash that notification bell, and until next time, goodbye.